What to do when visiting the grandparents with the grandchildren. It's a personal topic for me. This is something I experienced firsthand. As a company, we see this on a weekly or sometimes even daily basis, depending on how business is, of course. But it's something that a lot of us are going to encounter. You've got a grandmother or a grandfather that's at that point in their life where their cognition is slowed, their recognition or ability to recognize people isn't what it once was. And there's just a difficulty for a grandchild who's looking for a lot to do. They're exploring, they're adventurous, they've got a ton of energy, and here you put them in the house with grandpa, who perhaps is in a condition where they're not very mobile, or grandma's not very mobile, and there can't be a lot of interaction because of the physical limitations, and also the lack of mental acuity is going to create another level of distance between the grandchildren and, of course, grandma and grandpa. It's a problem that's common. It's increasingly common in our culture as people live longer. And especially as people have children at an older age in life, we're seeing this intersection at a different point than we would have, say, 10 or 20 years ago. We've got some ideas for solutions to this difficult time. We want the grandchildren to engage with grandpa, so we don't just want to set them up with an iPad and put them in a corner and have that distance stay there. We really want to see the interaction. We all do. And so what we can do is help you learn how to have this teachable moment where perhaps it's an iPad game, perhaps it's a puzzle, perhaps it's something that both of these people will enjoy. And at this stage in somebody's life, when they're an elderly person and their level of cognition is on the decline, things like puzzles and children's games happen to be very appropriate. So these tools that we have for people are really based on the idea that what's appropriate for somebody as they're declining, when their memory is fading, when Alzheimer's, the effect of dementia are really taking hold, is also what happens to interest children. So games, simple games like Go Fish, memory games, even looking at pictures from the past and having grandpa explain to granddaughters and grandchildren who these people were, what these events were, are times where people can find a bonding intersection. And that's what we look for in helping our families understand what to do when making that visit or having that interaction.